Hi everybody, I've been in hospital and I've got to go back, but I'm fine at the moment. I'm going to start chapter 6 from the book Every Gift a Curse. Chapter 6, we've got 42 more chapters to go. I'll put some out there because next week I'll be doing also the romance readings. I forget to check Lorna McKeon the next day in class. The dream woke me up at 3 a.m. and then I couldn't get back to sleep for an hour. I log on late and cranky with the dream in fragments. The whole day gets away from me then. I can't concentrate, can't remember what homework I've done or not done, what test prep I said I would do. It takes me the whole afternoon to piece the dream back together, but this is what I end up with. I'm in a house, an old house. It is genuinely old, not fake, old like the lodge. So I know it's not a vision about the children. It's dirty. Every surface has a drink on it, a wine goblet forgotten on a mantelpiece, the teacup left to fester on a table. Everything is beautiful and weary, like it's the night after a party. There's a card table in the center of the room, but with playing cards, not tarot. King and queen stuck 2 and 4s, all grimy, no order. I hear a noise. I turn around. There are people, but I can't make them out because my vision is blurring. And then my sight is gone. I can still hear people, feel the edges of tables, the plushness of the rug underneath my feet. It's a feeling of flailing. Lily phones the minute I close my laptop. She doesn't really text. Every so often in the group chat, she'll smash a few weird emojis just to show she's alive and agrees or disagrees, but usually she calls. Hey, she says, can I come over? Can I use your bathroom? You want to come over to use the bathroom? Is that a problem? No, I guess not. Great, I'll invite Fiona too. I'm puzzled. Does she need a toilet too? No. Why would she? And she hangs up. Fi arrives before Lily does, and we eat toasted Scottish pancakes with thick slabs of Kerrygold butter. She's just as confused by Lily's summit as I am. It is only when we are on the 3rd pancake that I remember. Hey, I nudge. You know that girl, Lorna. Fi is licking melted butter over her hand. Lorna McKeon. What's she like? Quiet? And organised? She takes a bite. Why? I don't know. I have a feeling she was missing yesterday. She thinks she was missing too today. There's only 6 of us in psychics. She once wasn't there. Fiona's eyes thoughtfully. You don't think the lodge? I don't know. We literally just learned about it, so maybe now I am just like hyper aware of people not being where they should be. The lodge is the hammer, and now everything looks like a nail, that kind of thing. Yeah, I guess. Lily arrives, marching through the front door with the smell of winter on her. A supermarket carrier bag swinging from her arm. Yo, she says, sounding furious. So I guess we are being watched. She takes a copy of the Kilbeg Evening Star out of the bag and slams it on the kitchen table. The Christmas tree quivers slightly at the force of her. The newspaper is already folded open to the relevant page. It's a feature on the witches of St. Bernie's, me, Fiona and Lily. There are quotes from anonymous classmates and a rundown of the strange events of the last year. The events as they are known to the public anyway. It begins with me and the tarot, then Lily's disappearance in February, followed by her strange reappearance. A month later, the article refers to the Chucky throughout. The Chucky you find in the first book, that's where it begins. Always in scare quotes, as if it's a place we went to choke people. Then the fire, Sister Assumptia's death, the strange will she left behind bequeathing her property to the troublesome Maeve Chambers, the failing student who has been variously accused of witchcraft, bullying, downright stupidity, and who crucially was there when Sister Assumptia died. You have to admit it's a pretty compelling story. Worst of all, there are photos of us complete with little text boxes about our trades. All our school photos have been used. My picture is horrible. My hair is huge and frizzy and only shining on my forehead and nose. Lily looks completely checked out, like she hasn't even seen the photographer, her eyes half closed. Fiona predictably looks again. Huge glowing white teeth, bright brown laughing eyes. Then we get a description of each. Lily O'Callaghan, 17, talented artist. She had a crush on me. Pisces, disappeared last February for a month. Fiona Buttersfield, 17, aspiring actress. Taurus, was always nice to everybody until she wasn't. Irish father, mother immigrated from the Philippines in 2003. Maeve Chambers, 17, the ringleader. Chambers began reading for the classmates before Lily's disappearance. A real cow. Sagittarius. Who gave us this, Lil? A girl in the youth orchestra. They went crazy over it. They all wanted me to sign their copies. They all had a copy. Yeah, it's a free paper. There was a big stack of them left in the hall we practice in. Oh, God. Lily, I'm sorry. That sounds shit. I was shit. She slaps the paper for emphasis, rattling the table. I'm trying really hard, to be a person, be a body, be a thing that dies, even though it feels like completely freakish and unfair. And when things like this happen, it just feels so much more freakish. Fiona and I each put a hand on her shoulder, making quick, concerned eye contact with each other. It's so hard when Lily gets upset like this. I wish Hallmark had cards that said, I'm sorry, you are no longer a river. Hey, I say, trying to find humour in the whole thing. I wonder who called me a cow. Coming back to the river, Lily was stuck in the river. At least that you can find that out in the first book. Might be a shorter list of you. Consider who doesn't have a reason to call you a cow, Fiona says, elbowing me. Oh, bitch. Hey, at least no one's citing your parents' immigration history, Fi says, examining the piece. This is so screwed up. Absolutely fuba. I agree. Sorry, Fi. I turned to Lily. Why did you want to use my bathroom? Are you doing a spell or something? Lily reaches into the carrier bag and takes out a bottle of bleach and the bottle of blue hair dye. Sort of. Right, Fi says, gathering Lily's hair, fair hair, to the nape of her neck. Are you sure? Yes. I'm sitting on the edge of the tub with Paolo, that is her raven bird, and Fiona looks more nervous than Lily does. Can you make it grow back if you mess it up, Fi? I ask, before adding, not that you would mess it up. Maybe, Fi says. I've never done hair before. Just do it, Lily says to her reflection. Fiona gathers the hair again and swipes through it with scissors in one clean movement. 6 inches of hair come away clean in hand and ponytail without a pony. We all look at it in silence, remembering Heather, remembering the tea bags she saved from each cup to drain my magic, remembering Fiona's eyelashes or eyelash and handwriting in her journal. The evening in Nuella's bathroom when Fiona rolled down her tights and told us through tears that her gift had begun to cease, but that her self-harm had not. I told Fiona to go and speak to Heather. We so badly needed therapy after the ritual. Miss Banbury, what a genius construction. The right thing at the right time. A sympathetic ear that was sucking us both dry. We all say the same thing at once. Burn it. We put Lily's hair in a plastic bag, shopping bag that the dye came in, ready to be burned later, and Fiona starts layering on the bleach. I start inspecting the newspaper article again. This is them, I say. This is the children. You think they wrote it? Fiona asked, disbelieving. I don't know. We already know they have connections everywhere and that they are watching us. Maybe they didn't write it, but maybe they can influence people to do so. Or the owners of the paper, or something. What makes you so sure that you are not just a very compelling human, interesting story? This is Burning Lily interprets. It is supposed to be burnt. A little yes. It doesn't mention Heather Banbury, right? Because Dory knows if people go poking around about Heather, they'll follow the lead back to the children's eventually. Right, Fiona nods. So why would they plant this story about us then? To discredit us, Lily replies. So if we come forward with anything, there's already a narrative of us being murderous weirdos. Jesus, I hadn't even thought of that. I say, so exhausted that I lie down in the empty tub. This makes me want to sell the stupid school and move us all to Fiji. That's literally what the children want you to do, Fiona says. Pass the shower head. Lily, lean your head back over the sink. I pass her the shower head. I know that's what they want me to do, but I can still dream. My phone buzzes. Rue, you are at home? Rue's coming over, I say, while texting back. Full house of O'Callaghan's. I sit up watching Fiona rinse Lily's now yellow-white hair. The other night, I say carefully, Rue and Aaron went blind. What? Do you mean they went blind? Like they lost their sight? For how long? Like a minute? The girls don't have a chance to respond because Rue crashes up the stairs, hollering something about being a rock star. He bursts through the door, looking drunk already. Oh, wow, bathroom orgy, he proclaims. What a shit. We are dyeing Lily's hair. I reply. Now, that's where we are famous. He looks confused. Huh? Since when are famous? Since when are you famous? I'm the famous one. What? Rue holds up an issue of Hot Press. Single of the week, baby. We are all we all go nuts. Rue's got his own carrier bag. Only this one is full of kava. I don't know what kava is. He's got 3 bottles, and first one gets utterly lost to drenching us all like Formula One drivers. I think it's champagne. Oh my God, Fi, this won't mess with the bleach, will it? Lily says, holding up a strand of soaked yellow hair. No, Fi laughs, sitting back down. I'll paste some blue on it. Single of the week, I say, marvelling at the tiny review that might just change Rue's life. Rue is huge, he agrees, happily, sluggingly, from the bottle. It can be seen from the past. Wait, what were your guys talking about? We explain, while the blue hair dye sets about the witches of St. Bernard's debts. Rue examines the paper winchingly. Wow, he says flatly. What to steal my thunder? I don't dare tell him what I'm thinking, and what Fiona and Lilia must be thinking also. If the children were responsible for that piece of Kilbeg Evening Star, could they be behind the piece of Hot Press too? One is local paper, and the other is a national magazine. One article is the deliberate attack on us. The other is a few sentences about an indie rock single. What would they have to gain from printing a rave of small private ceremony? Fracturing, I suppose. They've seen how our powers can merge, and we are getting better at it all the time. Rue and Aaron have even started to trance their locations just by fusing their gifts together. They are undoubtedly stronger together. Why wouldn't you try to split us up? The more attention the SPC gets, the more gigs they'll do. The likelihood of us losing Rue increases, but Rue, having been almost lost, surely can't be misled again, can he? We all marvel at Lily's new hair, which, despite Fiona's reluctance to dye it, actually looks pretty great. She looks impish, full of pretty mischief, and can't seem to believe her luck. Can you believe it, she says, admiring her flexion. Don't I look incredible? I agree, I say. You look incredible. All right, Fiona says, admiring her handiwork. I gotta get home. Mum's doing fajitas. Are we still going to this thing tomorrow night? This thing? Is it Holy McShane's Christmas party, or supposedly annual event that Fiona has been to and that Lily and I had never heard of? We are invited this year, though there's a sense of that remaining St. Bernadette's girls are bonded by trauma, or at least by our own rarity. We are the last dodos, the final graduating class. It's a sentiment that trumps cliches or vague ideas of popularity. Or at least it did before the article. I don't know, I say, glancing down at the newspaper again. I mean, after this, I don't know if I want to go to a party with people who are ratting us out of the press. Calm down, Lady Di, Fiona replies. They were probably made-up quotes, or if they weren't made up, taken out of context. Give them more credit than that. She looks at the time. All right, it's fajitas o'clock. I'm gone. Lily ends up going with her, admitting that fajitas are one of the few things that being human can offer that being a river cannot. Then it's just me and Rue, drenched in kava and blue hair dye, and sitting in the tub, reading it again. Rue says, "Read it out loud this time, okay?" I grin, taking a long slug from the bottle. Small Private Ceremony is an electric punk rock foursome from Kilbeg who first attracted attention touring with Honor Own earlier this year. Their first single, Wolf Girl, is a full-throated, foot-stomping anthem that asserts itself as both a classic ode to young love and a breathless story of transformation. I look up at the magazine, full of glee. I told you they would love it. You did. Read on. The single paired with the mischievous yet defiant B-side, Mind Your Business, Glinner, firmly places a small private ceremony within the Irish queer music scene. Special mention should go to Rue O'Callaghan, whose voice rings out like velvet buzz. Saw a little Luke Kelly, a little Dolores O'Riordan. If Wolf Girl is anything to go by, they might just be the next great Irish vocalist. I put the magazine on my chest. Babe, I wish they called you the next great Irish vocalist. Maeve, Rue whispers back, with a smile so big I think it might be generating electricity. They call me They call me they. I pick it up again and scan the last line. Oh yeah, there's small silence, a happy silence, and I know it's my job to let Rue fill it. It feels really good. What does it feel like? It feels like graduation, like I'm ready for, I don't know, ready to do the pronoun thing. I immediately want to hit myself on the head for referring to it as a pronoun thing. Thankfully, Rue just nods. Yeah, to do the pronoun thing. Oh my God, I say, and I rest my head on the cold enamel of the bathtub, looking at this person. The winter sunlight falls through the small circular window in the bathroom, shooting a prism of colour across the tiles. And I can see them for all their vivid multiplicity. Congratulations, I say shyly. Should we toast? Yeah, they say, holding up the cava, that's the champagne, I suppose, to self-acceptance and self-knowledge. A Spanish champagne. Yeah, to self-acceptance and self-knowledge, and Spanish champagne repeated. We kiss, and it's the Rue I grew up with, and the Rue I almost died with, and the Rue the world gets to see on stage. All of them, all together and all at once. And that's the end of chapter 6. So big things are happening. Wow.